Well, good evening, everybody. How are you? So, I haven't done a live video like this late in quite some time, but let's get the elephant out of the room. Of course, first, as you can totally see, I went back to a mohawk. It has been killing me for a couple of years now. I've kind of wanted to go back, but I didn't want to go back. But I'm just sporting the mohawk. I just got it today, and you know what? I'm loving it. I like it. I miss the mohawk. You know, I had it for so many years, but this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to spike it up because my hair, thankfully, I'm not going to get into all of it, but it's really thick and it just won't stay up. It's just going to go kind of like it's doing right now. So I don't know how long it's going to hold the way that it is right now without anything in it. So if it falls, bear with me. The biggest thing that I actually want to share with you guys, well, actually, before I get to that, so I have a convention I'm doing starting tomorrow, and it's all weekend long. It's QuadCon. Um, I always screw this up. It's QuadCon um, Brookfield Square Mall, yeah, in Brookfield, Wisconsin. If you've never been to one of these before, what's really, really cool about these, this is what I like about them anyway, is these are you go and you talk to people who've never been to a convention. Some people would never even think about going to a convention. And you're reaching out to these guys, these people, at the mall. Now I know malls, they're not as like how they were before, but you know what? The malls still on the weekends, they still get pretty packed. So it's really nice to get out there and meet some different people. Again, who really aren't into comics, who really aren't into all that kind of stuff, but they're interested in your story and they're interested in the artwork that they see. So that's the really cool part. So I'm kind of reaching out to them, telling a lot of people about the studio, about the animation we have coming up, which I'll get into that a little bit later on. And then, of course, the comic books that we are creating and the show itself. So it's really cool. So if you're in the area, of course, it's a free event because it's actually inside the mall during mall hours. Definitely stop on by. It's the Brookfield Square Mall in Brookfield, Wisconsin. If you've never been there, come and check it out. If you're in the area, I mean, if you're states away, well, you may not want to come out necessarily. I might be at a show closer to you. If you want to see what shows I am going to be doing, go to jeffbalkystudios.com and you'll see all the different shows from now through December that are physically like T's crossed, I's dotted, definitely going to be going. So, yeah. All right, so that's out of the way. So here's the big news. Now, this is something that just happened the other day. I got a really cool email from a gentleman named James. I can't remember his last name, but he actually works for Channel 4. I think it's Channel 4 News, TMJ for Milwaukee, I think. James, I'm sorry if I'm screwing this up. I apologize if you're watching. So anyway, they want to do a small story about me, or a small story / interview me. So this is going to be taking place actually on Wednesday of next week, the 20th. Super, super, super excited. Now, is this going to be live? I don't think so. I'm not sure. But we're going to be doing it right here in my apartment, in my studio. I know you can't see the studio like what I'm looking at, but something tells me you're going to be able to see it when I'm speaking with James. So, so that's my big news. I am super excited about this. When they reached out to me, I got like a nice little grin and kind of teared up, not really tear, but I got a little glassy eyed because I'm like, wow, this is so cool. Someone I was just chatting with, and he really wants to, interview me. He wants to talk about the new book. They don't even know about the animation. I just found my first animation team. Like I said, I'll get into that a little bit later because again, I don't know how long my hair is going to hold. But they don't even know about the animation. So I have a lot of stuff to talk to them about. But really, we're going to be talking about my next book, which is coming out next week, Wednesday, the 20th. And it's Stanley and the Haunted House. It's actually coming out through Storm Kids or Storm King Productions. If you've never heard of them before, you kind of need to, because they are just really, really pushing forward with a lot of their books. And they have the adult market. This is actually John Carpenter and Sandy Carpenter, the creator of Halloween, The Fog, those movies. Yeah, those movies. Well, John's wife, Sandy, actually created a comic book company that she's actually had for just over 10 years. And it's doing extremely well. But they have the adult market. They wanted to kind of start hitting the kids market. Well, Sandy and I were talking one day because I worked with them a long time ago on a project, and she knew that I have my own studio. She knew that I'm doing more of like all ages stuff, and she says, "Well, do you want to create a comic book with us? You create your book, and we'll put it out under their name." Like, yeah. So that's how that all got started in a nutshell. And this is now the third issue that we're doing with them. They're all one shots. So you don't have to have the first issue to know what goes on in the third or the second or anything like that. These are all one shots, which kind of makes these really, really fun because you get the full story all in one book. That's kind of cool. So, and they, like I said, they're all ages. So everybody can read them and everybody can enjoy them. This this issue, we actually had to switch teams, meaning we had to switch artistic teams because unfortunately a few of my guys, they wanted to do their own thing. They wanted to, battle and do their own. Absolutely. Oh my God, that's awesome. And so I'm very, very happy with this new team of what we created with this issue. And what also makes this issue extremely, extremely great to me, I wrote it. This is my first writing gig as a writer. Yeah, that's right. And of course, I colored it as well, the story and all that. It is such a fun book. I'm a little biased, of course, but it is such a fun book. I really hope you guys go to your local comic store and you pick it up. If your local comic store does not have it, if you go on the Jeff Balke Studios Facebook page, which some of you might be looking at right here, or looking from right here, go scroll just a little further down because I actually do have the order number from previews. And possibly your store might just automatically know what it is. Just let them know what you're looking for and they can find it for you. But it's called Stanley and the Haunted House. So it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. I am going to have a very limited amount this weekend at the show. So if you want, I'm talking less than 10. So if you do want one, please stop on by and pick one up. I am not going to have the first or second issue, unfortunately. Down the road, I'm kind of hoping to have all three of them all in one big bundle, but that's going to be down the road. That's not really going to help you out, for this weekend. So I hope you guys can stop by if you're in the area. Definitely come and check it out. I am also debuting a brand new art piece, which some of you may have seen over on the Facebook Jeff Balke Studios page. If you haven't, or Instagram page, if you haven't, go and check that out. But I'm debuting it there, so hopefully you guys will at least stop by and check that out. And I also have our very own Hitchhiking Ghost featuring Stanley, Chester, and Billy as the Hitchhiking Ghosts. So I really hope you guys can come and check it out. I got a lot of cool stuff at the show. As you can tell, I have a lot of things to say, but I'm trying to sum it all up, so it's getting all jumbled up here. And that's why I'm like, because I can't. I want to spit it all out at one time, but I can't. So I do hope you guys can stop by and check it out. If not, don't worry. Go to jeffbalkestudios.com. Well, hello, sir. How are you? But yeah, definitely go to jeffbalkestudios.com and go to the events page. Everything on there those are all the shows that I'm doing this year. There might be one or two I might add. Not exactly sure. It's kind of late in the game a little bit, but you never know. Things do happen, and sometimes I just come up and boom, I just do appearances out of nowhere. All of us kind of do, just because we love what we do. So I'm already working the 2024 schedule, so I'm already up to April, I think, for 2024. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, definitely go and check that out. Also, don't forget to check out BalkeStudiosArt.com. That's where you can get all the comic books when I get them in, and then definitely all the different art pieces. The only one that's not up there right now, the only 5 that aren't up there right now, is the brand new one that I'm debuting this weekend, and also my very own stretch paintings. Now, what those are also in the Haunted Mansion. If you've ever been to the Haunted Mansion, I don't want to give too much away, but there's a stretching room, and all the paintings in the stretching room, the 4 of them, I actually have them as my characters. So yeah, I've got those also coming out and debuting, and actually debuting the 5x7 double matted ones at this weekend show. Yeah, like I said, tons of stuff going on, a lot of stuff, including the whole reason I came here uh, is to let you know that I'm really excited that TMJ4 News is going to be doing a cool little story / interview with me this upcoming Wednesday. So tons of stuff. I got the new book coming out Wednesday. I got a lot of things I'm debuting this weekend, plus also on Wednesday. We've got the new comic coming out, Stanley and the Haunted House. It's a jam-packed week, and I'm super, super loving this. So I hope to see you guys at an upcoming show. And again, thank you guys very much for all your support. I cannot wait to get another issue out to you. My brain has already been kind of going back and forth, and the wheels are turning, where I'm already coming up with a new story for the next issue. So yeah. All right, guys, thank you again very much, and hope to see you guys soon. All right, take care, guys.